Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope that you are doing well. I am very tired today. Yeah, I'm just tired. I'm just very tired. I don't like mornings, and I still can't seem to get used to waking up in the morning. But nonetheless, we're here. Today, I actually will be out at my farm because on Wednesday morning, they're taking interior photos for the sale, and then very soon, like possibly the next week, it's gonna be up for sale, and there's gonna be an open house, and then we'll accept bids. I don't know. It's gonna go pretty fast. So it's gonna be the end of an era. It's gonna be a little bit weird to get rid of the farm, but it'll be nice to have one less thing to worry about. Anyway, hope everyone is doing well. See, we got a few people here. I've been thinking about calling off the Wednesday morning live stream and just doing Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. Mainly because I still never came up with a format for any day other than Thursday. So I just can't think of what we could do as a thing. So yeah, I feel a little bit bad about just showing up and have everybody tune in just to see me yam around about how much I dislike mornings. But nonetheless, we're here today. I am still struggling at work too, which if you're at the Sunday live stream, I talked about a little bit. Yeah. James, good morning. I am doing well. I just do not like mornings. I am not a morning person. I mean, it's good for me, I guess, to wake up and start the day. I wish I could get back to the 5 a.m. mornings that I had pre-COVID. And when I say pre-COVID, I mean before I got COVID. Ever since I got it's been years, but I haven't been able to get back into a morning person routine. So here I am at 7 a.m. just dragging, and yeah. Well, like Monday, I have a 7 or 7:30 standing coffee appointment meeting gathering, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live stream scheduled. Friday is my sleep in day, and Saturday is my sleep in day. Maybe I shouldn't have any sleep in days. I do remember that when I woke up at 5 a.m., I woke up at 5 a.m. 7 days a week because having a sleep in day just kind of made everything fall out of whack. So I don't know. I could do like one of those 30-day challenges, like, wake up every day for 30 days at 5 a.m. I think that might be how I started in the first place, but I did it for a few years, and I really, really preferred the wake up at 5 a.m. life. But, man, I'll tell you what, I struggle now to get up at like 6:30, so I don't know. The fishing season is also coming to an end, which bums me out. And I know it's like not really, it just changes, but I'm not somebody who's going to ice fish. It's just not my ball of wax. So maybe some winter steelhead fishing in the river, but yeah, I just don't have any desire to go out on the ice and sit there and fish through a hole. So so I don't think my sister is here. No, she's not. I'm curious how her kids are adjusted to the new school year. It is funny for me that the school year means almost nothing, and it used to be how our entire life was built around the school schedule, because not only do we have kids in school, but For a long time, I worked at the school, and then Donna worked at a school, and then she worked at a different school. Good morning, Mary. So are your kids back? Are they sufficiently in the groove of school now? I feel like September is the month of getting back into the school groove, but I mean we're almost through with October, so they must be they must be like in the yep, this is it. This is our life now. Please stay away, snow. Of course, I don't know. Kids sometimes like snow. Let's see what else happened this past week. I lost my pocket knife. Let me show it to you, which doesn't seem like a thing you can do if you lost your pocket knife, but I have had the same exact style and model of pocket knife for years, decades even. This is the Swiss Army knife hiker model. The reason I like this model is because instead of a corkscrew, it has, I don't know if it'll, yeah, it has a Phillips screwdriver, which is infinitely more useful for me than a corkscrew. I just don't drink enough wine to need a corkscrew. And it also has a little, here, hopefully it'll, come on, no, focus on the saw. Anyway, it's not going to focus on the saw, but it has a saw. And there we go. And I've found myself using the saw oddly more often than you would think that you'd use a saw on a pocket knife. But anyway, I was doing something in the back of the car with it. I was helping Donna open a package or something, and apparently I didn't put it back in my pocket, or I dropped it or something, and it was gone. And then the next day, Lizzie found it. It was on top of the trash can that was down by the road. So what I think happened is I dropped it on the street. The garbage truck ran over it, and then the garbage truck guy put it on top of the dumpster for me. So like I got it back, but it's been run over. So like the blades don't come out very well. It's I mean it also, I mean it's cracked, you know, this is not from the, come on, it just does not, there. It's cracked. That's supposed to go straight across. But it's been like that for years. But if you look over here, it's like, that's not chewed on. That's pavement marks. And so it's all crammed in there, and it just doesn't work right. So anyway, have to get another Swiss Army knife. It'll be my third in like 30 years. They usually last until something horribly goes wrong with them. But anyway, I cannot stress enough how often I use a Swiss Army knife. Truly, at least 10 times a day. If I don't have it, I miss it more than not having my phone. So, anyway, back in the groove, but wishing for a break. Owen's doing online this year. Oh, Owen is doing online. That's interesting. Now, do you find that he has a difficult time focusing or in staying on task, or is it going pretty well? Because that's really interesting. Andy, good morning. So Andy, I think yesterday you said howdy, but maybe it was it right at the end? Because I saw a message, like Facebook said, sent me a message notification, but I missed you, or not yesterday, the day before, maybe the day before. I don't know when it was, but it was either Sunday or last Thursday or something. But anyway, so sorry I missed you. But yes, good morning. Hope you're doing well. So Owen is doing online school. So why just one? Did the other kids want to do in-person schooling, Mary, or is Owen the only one who got the opportunity, or how did that decision get made? Or is he the trial kid? See how it goes there. Because I mean, you have reliable internet now. I know you guys have the fiber optic stuff, so that's that helps. Having reliable internet helps. But anyway, also I don't know what that means. Are there actual lectures now, or is it all just a learning platform online, like self paced, and you just read and stuff? I don't even know what online learning means anymore. But nonetheless, I hope it goes well for him. Does he get the same days off? I'm just asking all sorts of questions. Does he, like, are there official days off of school? Does he have to check in, or is it all self-paced? Yeah. Anyway, these are the questions that occur to me. So anyway, I did find out that there is a company. It's a Michigan-based company, which I did not realize. It's called Mule Fishing. Not fishing for mules, but mulefishing.com. It's by a guy, Ethan. I'm not sure where in Michigan they are, but they sell pretty popular small, like ultralight fishing lures, like jig heads and plastics. So I ordered like just a couple things from him to try that out. But it was interesting, a Michigan-based company. So anyway, yeah. I did get a storage unit lined up for Volkswagens mainly, because, like I said, we're clearing things out and selling the farm. So I got a storage unit not too far from. It's in. Well, I mean, if you're not from up here, it doesn't matter. But my farm is in Brutus. The storage unit is in Alanson, and it should fit the cars and not room for anything else, which is ideal because we don't just want to store junk. And storing the cars is just temporary until I can get them roadworthy, and then we'll be selling them as well. I want to keep one and turn it in. I want to electrify one of the classic Beetles. I don't know if you've ever seen that done, but basically there's a company in California, EV West, and they have designed and now they manufacture a coupler that goes directly on the transmission of the classic Beetles, and then it allows you to connect an electric motor right onto the transmission, and basically then you take out the gas tank, you take out the engine, of course, and the charging receptacle goes in the gas cap area, and then batteries go under the hood and behind the back seat, and you can shift it and use the clutch, but you can also just leave the car in third gear and drive it with just the gas pedal and the brakes, and it looks pretty amazing. And so we want to do that to one of them and then keep that one. And then it has just a standard charger too, so you can actually charge it on the go. It's pretty spiffy, not gonna lie. It tops out at like 100 miles an hour, which is faster than any human being should go in a classic Beetle. And then it has about a 90-mile range, which is fine for tootling around in the summertime. So yeah, that's what we want to do with one of the Beetles, and then keep that one. Oh, Mary. Okay. Yes, it's hard to know much better than the struggles of in person. Self-paced. Okay. Oh. Oh, cool. Mary, that's cool though. That's cool. And yeah, I wasn't hoping for to spill the tea, but that is good to hear. But self-paced can be challenging. So yeah, I hope that continues to go well. James, what is my main gig? So my main gig is I'm at CBT Nuggets again, actually. So I don't know how long you've been following my stuff, but I started years ago at CBT Nuggets. I was a full-time trainer from like 2012, 2013 or something like that. And then several years ago, I got moved from the training department to I was a storage person for the new learning platform, and then got moved to a completely different company, same owner, but to a different company where I was managing all of the Linux servers for Filecoin cryptocurrency because it was based on storage, and we ran it for a couple of years, and then it never worked out. So I got let go from there, and I got hired back at CBT Nuggets almost exactly a year ago. So now I'm at CBT Nuggets, but in the time I was gone, they have people that are teaching the Linux stuff. So now I am teaching the Google Cloud Platform material and certification stuff. But the kicker is I do not know Google Cloud Platform at all. And so I am spending most of my time desperately trying to cram knowledge into my brain and then immediately turn around and teach that knowledge, and it's a lot. The thing about cloud computing that isn't a great match for me is that it's very developer centric. And while I've done a lot of IT stuff in my time, and I've even hacked some code to make things work, I am not a developer. And since it was kind of designed for developers, there's so many things that just do not come naturally to me. So that's what I'm doing is I'm making sorry, I have wax on my braces, so talking can be a challenge, but so I'm teaching Google Cloud Platform for CBT Nuggets, and it is a lot. It is it's a struggle, which is why my YouTube stuff is kind of stalled, because I just every spare moment I don't feel like I should be allowed to focus on like Linux training or anything. I'm either studying for CBT Nugget stuff, making CBT Nugget stuff, or trying to do something not tech related just so my brain doesn't melt out my ears, which is where, honestly, that's where the fishing stuff has come from this summer. I'll take a break to go fishing just to do something that it feels like the exact opposite of IT, just to give my brain a little bit of a break. So that's pretty much been my past year, either studying, teaching something that once I have a grasp of the subject matter, teach it, and then immediately go back to learning, or taking a slight break. When we were learning sign language, it was hard just learning to teach voice. Yeah, I appreciate that, you're part, but I am not doing terribly well when it comes to productivity. And unfortunately, James, I don't know if you're still here, if I bored you away, but when I was at CBT Nuggets before, it was a salary position. And so I got paid I got paid a decent salary, and I made training, and there was the potential that if the training did really well, there would be like a royalty split, but that never happened. But it was fine. I got paid well. Well, this time at CBT Nuggets, in the time I was gone, the pay structure changed. So now trainers are paid based on productivity, how much content they create. And since I have to spend the bulk of my time trying to learn the material and not making content, I have not been being productive, been terribly productive. So it's been a struggle because not making content means not making money. And I have to study a lot more than I make content. So yeah. It's been a challenge, and I'd like to say, oh, but it's getting better, but it's honestly it's not getting better. If anything, the content is getting more challenging, and yeah, I don't know. Something will give. Either I'm gonna become a Google Cloud expert, or I don't know, or maybe a big comet will hit. But Yeah, when I can make content, it pays really well, but that's the problem. It doesn't unless I'm making content. So, and this week we're getting the farm ready. So, like I will be at the farm all day today, so I won't be studying or making content. I mean, that's fine. My schedule is very flexible, but that's more time. I'm not making content or studying. So, yeah, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's definitely a first world problem in so many ways because I mean, oh, I have to learn this new technology in order to teach it to get paid. I don't know. That just it seems like a few steps beyond. I need to have food, although it is directly related to the ability to buy food. So maybe it's not all that first world, but but yeah, we'll be fine though. And winter is coming. For some reason, I feel like winter, because it's cold, I'm sure, but it feels like you end up inside more often in the winter. So fewer things to do outside of work. So yeah, maybe the winter will be a good way to focus on getting more work done. That just sounds so depressing, doesn't it? Oh, I just need to work more. All those adages about like people never say on their deathbed, "I wish I would have worked more." Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true because when you're on your deathbed, you don't care about paying the mortgage anymore. So now that I've thoroughly depressed everyone, uh, James, again, I'm so comfortable with Linux. When I worked at CBT Nuggets, the last time, I did strictly Linux training, and I knew the stuff, so I was confident, and I could, I made courses for LPIC 1, LPIC 2, the Linux Foundation, Linux Plus. I did some, I did some DevOps stuff because it was largely from the standpoint of a sysadmin. So, I could talk about the development stuff, but it was from, the standpoint of a sysadmin, which made it valuable. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I miss teaching just Linux stuff. I still use Linux for I have my own little data center at the farm, which is going to have to move. But yeah, I do miss it. And I still, I wrote into my work contract at CBT Nuggets that I could at least finish the Linux Plus course on YouTube, but I haven't had the time. I haven't taken the time because I feel like if I'm working on that, it's directly working against studying for Google Cloud stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Mary, yeah, right? It feels like when winter hits, doing stuff at home just feels more natural. There's no more mowing the lawn. There's no more fishing. I'm not gonna ice fish. There's no more, and yeah, I know we're gonna get snow this year, so I'll have to snow blow the driveway and stuff, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Be good. I hope. And hopefully the farm will sell, so we don't have to worry about going out there and plowing either. Yeah, I know some people like the snow, but we're not skiers in our we live really close to two ski resorts, but we're not skiers. We're not we don't have kids that want to go sledding. Although now that we do have grandchildren, there might be some outdoor sledding activities. Mary, I don't think so. So I went there yesterday because the realtor wanted to do photos today of the inside of the house, and I was like, I haven't been there. I don't know what it's like. And I went out there, and it's in good shape. Lydia and Neil left it. It's almost picture ready, but it's not quite picture ready. So we're gonna go out today and just stage it, move furniture in place and the beds that are still there. We're gonna make sure are crisply made and that they there's a set of bunk beds in the spare room for when people come up, but it's not made because nobody's come up for a long time, and just got a vacuum because there's detritus on the floor from when they moved all their stuff out. So it's not like a ton of work that has to be done. It's just probably a couple hours of moving furniture and arranging things just right, because on Wednesday morning they're going to take photos for the for MLS, like for Zillow or whatever, and we just want to make sure that the house is ready. The garage is still going to have stuff in it, but it seems like every time I look at a place on like Zillow, if you look at Zillow photos of a house, the garage is usually a garage, right, with stuff in it. So that's it'll be fine. And I did arrange a storage area. So, and I know I already talked about that, but yeah, I think we're good. I don't even think it's going to take all day. We're going to go out there after I take Donna to work, and Lydia's going to go out there with me, and we're just going to set stuff up. So I know it is crazy that we're selling it, and I'm, I have mixed emotions about it. But well, there are reasons. So, yeah, there are other reasons, but we do need to get rid of it. So, James, thanks for stopping in. Sorry to just be a bummer about CBT nuggets and training, but thanks for stopping in. Yeah, and I do hope to eventually get a hold of stuff enough so that I can go back to making stuff on YouTube. I really enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite parts about not being a CBT Nuggets trainer for a few years, is that I could make training and just release it on YouTube. I really enjoyed that. So, yeah. Have a good one though, and thanks for stopping in. Hopefully things will change over the winter. We'll see. I don't know. Looks like we're gonna go to the farm a little bit later. Lydia is covering somebody's shift. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yes. No problemo. I don't think the farm is in bad shape. Honestly, it shouldn't take too long. Perfect. Oh, no. Yeah. And then as far as staging goes, there's still enough furniture and stuff there that we can make it look like a house. I don't like photos where the house is completely empty. I mean, sure, that's convenient when you buy it, but when you're looking at photos, it's almost nice to picture it as a home. So, there's still enough furniture there to, to stage it in that way. So, yeah, I think it's going to be great. And then after the pictures are taken, I can do things like, actually, I don't know. I'll have to talk to the realtor. There's like a TV mounted on the wall, and then there's couches in there. Do we leave those in? Probably leave those in there when people come to see it, they see it all set up. I think that's probably yeah, that's probably what we do. It's not like there's a lot of stuff, but yeah, that's pretty much the thought. So anyway. I can't think of anything else exciting that is going on. I'm starting to wake up now, so I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if we could think of other stuff to do. I don't know. I think that I'm going to call Wednesday live stream off until I can come up with something fancy to do. But we'll do Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. I think that's going to be the plan. I might cut this one off early. I might say that this is we're going to close up the live stream today. So thanks for chatting. Mary, tell Owen I said hey, and welcome to being a a remote worker. Yeah, I work from home myself. So, and I hope everybody has a great day. Wish us luck out at the farm today to get that ready, and keep your fingers crossed that it sells quickly. I don't want it to linger on the market. I guess if it sells immediately, that's great. And if it doesn't sell right away, I guess they tend to just sit around and not sell for a long time, which is a weird phenomenon. So that's why we want to get it staged and everything, and then they're going to do an open house and then accept bids right away. So yeah, keep your fingers crossed that it sells quickly, please. And I'll talk to everyone later. I'll probably call tomorrow off, so maybe Thursday. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll be tomorrow. I haven't decided. I'm waking up now, so maybe I'll have a better take on things. But